Cubans on the communist island are wondering how the diplomatic breakthrough will impact their lives. CBS Evening News anchor and managing editor Scott Pelley continues our live team coverage from Havana. And Scott, are you getting the sense that people feel their lives are about to get better because of these changes?
They absolutely do. Just about everyone you talk to on the street has a notion that life is bound to get better. Now, they can't tell you exactly how that's going to happen because, of course, we don't know whether Congress is going to vote to lift all or some of the trade embargo here in the future. And the people here in Cuba and in Havana in particular understand that there are a lot of things that have to happen before things can get better. But there is a sense of here, a sense that this is bound to be good for the economy. It's bound to help families reunite in ways that they were unable to do so before. So optimism, I think, the word that you used is exactly what we're feeling here.
And Scott, to the people that you're talking to, they understand that this does not mean the embargo will be lifted.
I think they do. I think they understand that there are a lot of things that have to happen before the embargo could be lifted, and that there's a lot of opposition, as you well know, in Congress to lifting that embargo. But somehow that hasn't dampened the enthusiasm for this. Some people have called it joy. Some people have described euphoria. There's just a sense that this country is being recognized now by the most powerful country on earth. They don't feel like they're an outsider in the community of nations, in the community of American states as well. And so there is a sense that things are bound to build on this, although, as I said before, the Cubans we talked to can't tell you how that's going to happen exactly.
Scott, let me ask you a question that's personal for me. Being Cuban American, my family was separated, part of my family in this country, another part of my family in Cuba. Are you talking to Cubans there about family reunification, and what are they telling you about that?
Well, absolutely. You know, one of the themes that we picked up today talking to folks is that there was a hope that not as many young Cubans here on the island would try to leave the island. If there was a liberalization in human rights, if there was a liberalization in economic ties with the United States, two big ifs, of course, but if it went in that direction, then maybe young people here in Cuba would not be so desperate to leave. About 15,000 Cubans came into the United States last year alone. And so a lot of families here hope that the young people will want to stay, but we are months and years away from having that sort of a situation here where the economy becomes vibrant, if indeed it happens that soon.
Very interesting times we're living. Scott Pelley, thank you very much for taking time and joining us live from Havana. And be sure to watch the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley live tonight from Havana at 6:30.